money, yeah. Don't be blowing me up, I ain't getting up. If it ain't about the money, ain't no use to you ringing my line. Stop wasting my time. If it ain't about the money, nah. Say hey, money, yeah. Don't be blowing me up, I ain't.
I'll be. Say what's up to the co-founders, man.
What's going on, y'all?
Outrageous terms to make him go away.
See, a lot of this things that's happening that's negative in the black community been by design. And there are forces that have designed these problems that we face. And it's racism.
Right.
So it's interesting when people say like, oh, black people, slavery happened so long ago, you guys should kind of get over it. Well, it's kind of like the repercussions of slavery, how like these institutions in the reconstructed South basically have this institutionalized racism where they're able to discriminate against minorities just because that's how it's built into the system. So regulators can be like, oh, it's within regulation. Well, maybe we should look at those regulations because maybe those regulations, the purpose of them is to discriminate.
Right, because that's actually getting into the whole racial wealth gap that we're about to get into this next video. But that honestly is a huge problem because it seems like what they're trying to do is put up this mask that everything is okay. But honestly, they're crippling us in the two biggest ways. One, they're stopping us from getting opportunity, like you said. But two, they made it a system that I feel like we as a people don't understand well enough to navigate. And that's where this all comes in. And so we can get to that. We can get to that next point. A huge wealth gap. I mean, the fact that he said that there are people who are still profiting, even though like we like to say like slavery is a thing of the past, racism is a thing of the past, the gap in the 246 years of money that they got out of the work that we put in is still evident. It's apparent in everything we do in the economy. And then on top of that, trying to make economic advancements in an economic system that is never in your favor just kind of keeps their foot on our neck. So that's the first thing.
The analogy that I've heard about like this racial gap is that it's like playing the game of Monopoly, and white people have had like 10 turns around the board, amassing all that property, and then black people are allowed to play the game. So now it's kind of like, well, now we're like 10 turns behind. How are you able to catch up when white people basically own half the board?
Right, exactly. Any other comments, questions, concerns? All right, so local.